Tired of spotless showroom cars you can't afford? Let's get real. Today we're diving into nine classic trucks and cars you can actually buy, all rough, raw, and ready for rescue. From rusted out Fords to forgotten Mopar giants, these are the kind of deals gearheads dream about. Let's go. 1. 1977 Pontiac Grand Prix, $1,200, Willow Spring, North Carolina. Here's a 1977 Pontiac Grand Prix LJ model being sold for parts or restoration. This one's not for the faint of heart. The seller says it can be saved, but it's not your ideal first-time project. No title, and it's being sold strictly as is. It's black with black cloth bucket seats and center console. This car sat under a carport for 20 years. Interior is surprisingly decent for a driver. Headliner's still intact, door panels are in fair shape, and the cloth seats aren't torn up. Seller even includes a set of extra upper door panels in very nice condition. Under the hood, it's a stock Pontiac 350 with a quadrajet 4-barrel carb. It runs, at least it did for about 5 minutes recently, but no promises beyond that. The vinyl top has been peeled off and there's some rust through around the rear window panel. Trunk, floor pans, and quarter panels are solid though. The bottoms of the doors and fenders show some rust. Seller is not answering a million questions and doesn't want messages asking, is this available? He wants a phone number and he'll call you back. Located southeast of Raleigh. 1968 Ford XL 1400, Houston, Texas. Up next, a 1968 Ford XL Galaxie with a 390 V8 and automatic transmission. Engine runs, trans is said to be good. It's got bucket seats, a console, and a good frame. Floors are solid, but the trunk pan needs replacing. Surface rust is visible, and you'll also need to track down a windshield. No title on this one either, but for the price and the big block, it might be worth saving, especially if you're looking for a big body cruiser to build from the ground up. 3. 1970 Ford Galaxie 500 two-door sport roof, $2,000. Welford, South Carolina. Here's a 1970 Galaxie 500 sport roof, sitting since 2016. It doesn't currently run or drive, and it needs a transmission rebuild or replacement. The motor is a 351 Windsor small block pulled from a 69 Mustang. The engine has been mildly built, .03 overbore, Hedman headers, Holley 670 Street Avenger carb, Edelbrock RPM air gap intake, and electronic ignition. Fuel system was redone back in 2012. There's some rust, surface rust on panels, a hole in the quarter panel, and trunk pan rust, but the frame looks okay. This isn't a rare car, so if you're looking for a unique platform to hot rod or customize without the guilt, this could be your ticket. Clean title in hand. 4. 1970 Ford Maverick, $1,500, Spring Hill, Florida. Here's a red-on-red 1970 Maverick that comes with a clean, open title. The original 200 straight-six and C4 automatic are still in it, but it's not running. It did run when the seller first bought it, but his cousin tore into the motor and broke some bolts in the process. It needed freeze plugs originally. Now it likely needs a full teardown. The frame is said to be solid, but there are rust holes in the floor pans. The car has 14-inch matching wheels and a couple of 13s, but all of them need tires. As it sits now, it's got a donut and a 14 on the front, two 13s on the rear. Seller is open to offers and sounds motivated. He knows it's a big project, but says it's not too far gone. He's happy to answer questions. Star 5, 1964 Oldsmobile Starfire, $1,600, Hartsville, Tennessee. Here's a rare one you don't see often. This 1964 Oldsmobile Starfire project is listed as 95% complete. Engine and transmission are present, and it sounds like most of the interior and exterior parts come with it. You'll need to replace the floor pans and trunk pan, but the car does come with a clean title. Seller's keeping it short and simple, but if you're looking to restore something different from the usual Chevys and Fords, this could be it. 6. 1978 Chevrolet K5 Blazer, 2000, Carrolltown, Pennsylvania. Next up, a 78 K5 Blazer project that ran when parked. It's been sitting a while, but it comes with a clean title and even has a snowplow included. Seller says it needs to be trailered, and he's only showing it on Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. If you're looking for a winter beater or a mud truck build, this might be a good place to start. Call or text only. This guy's not hanging out online answering messages all day. 7. 1974 Ford Mustang Mach 1 Coupe, 1200s, Long Beach, Mississippi. This is a Mustang 2 Mach 1 hatchback project. The motor and transmission are out of the car, but they are included. Extra parts will come with it, and the floor pans have already been repaired or replaced. At $1,200 or best offer, this one might be worth a look if you're into the unloved era of Mustang history. Not many folks are building these, which might just make it stand out at the next car show. Doc 8, 1961 International Scout 80, $750, Rockmart, Georgia. Now here's something different. A 1961 Scout 80. It's got a slant four-cylinder engine that runs, but it needs a radiator, a fuel pump, and a clutch slave cylinder to be roadworthy. It hasn't been driven in over 25 years. Rust on the lower body, no glass, and it comes with a seat frame. Seller says no trades and no offers unless you're standing there looking at it in person. Cash only. 9. 1964 Oldsmobile F85, $2,000, Blytheville, Arkansas. Here's a one-owner 1964 Oldsmobile F85 project in white with a red interior. It's got an automatic transmission and about 20,000 miles showing on the clock. No heat or AC, and the seller says it needs a little work. Spark plug cables and a fresh tank of gas might be enough to get it running again. It's been sitting for a while and will need to be trailered. They just don't have time for it anymore. Clean classic lines and a great color combo, definitely one worth saving. 10. 1955 Oldsmobile 98 sedan, $1,000. Redford, Michigan. This 1955 Oldsmobile 98 four-door sedan is technically a parts car, but the drivetrain alone might be worth the price. It has a 324 V8 that runs, and the automatic transmission works with clean pink fluid. The body is typical mid-50s GM, some rust on the hood, trunk, and doors, but the floors and rockers are solid. Dashboard has been sold, and it comes with no title. Seller put in new points, condenser, and plugs last year, but hasn't started it since. Car was purchased from an estate sale down in Georgia. It's a potential hot rod donor or gasser base. If the ad's still up, it's still available. 11. 1976 Ford F250 Camper Special, $2,000, Brookville, Indiana. This 1976 Ford F250 is the Camper Special model, with a 7.6-liter 460 big block under the hood. It was running when parked 2 years ago, just needs a new starter. Seller guarantees it'll fire up with that swapped in. It's been sitting since then, so it'll need to be trailered. Automatic transmission, green-on-green color combo, and it's got a clean title. Two-owner truck with plenty of life left if you're willing to wrench. Todder 12, 1977 Ford F-150 XL 4x4, $1,500. Friendship, Wisconsin, Shrees. This 1977 F-150 XL 4x4 hasn't run since 2008, but the 351 V8 engine still turns freely. It's got an automatic transmission and a clean title. Definitely rusty, and the photos confirm that. It's a full 8-foot bed, and if you're into off-road builds or just want a winter beater to rescue, it might be worth a shot. Just 13, 1974 Ford F100 short bed, $1,500. Buchanan, Virginia, Chewy. Here's a 1974 F100 short bed with a 300 inline-6 and automatic transmission. It's rear-wheel drive and the body's pretty rough. There's rust over the windshield, in the floor pans, and around the cab. Column shifter's not working either. Still, it's a short bed truck with a clean title, and the seller's open to trades or cash. Not the cleanest, but if you've got a welder and some spare time, this could be fun. 1967 Ford F100, $2,000, Romeoville, Illinois. This 1967 Ford F100 is in rough condition, and the rust is heavy, but it did run before being parked. Whether or not it still does is unknown. Could be restored or just used for parts. Clean and clear title in hand, and the seller's open to offers. 15. 1985 Dodge D150, $1,300, Seneca, Missouri. Here's a square-body Dodge D150 with a 318 V8 and automatic trans. It was running a few years ago, but now it needs a transmission rebuild or swap. Seller's thinning the herd and says no trades, cash only. It's located just south of Joplin. These trucks don't get as much attention as the Fords or Chevys, but they've got a loyal following and parts support is decent. 1968 Plymouth Sport Fury, $1,000. Robertsonville, North Carolina, This 1968 Sport Fury has a 383 V8 and automatic transmission, but the engine is locked up, green inside and out, and comes with a clean title. It's being sold as a project or parts car. Could be brought back to life with a replacement drivetrain or used to revive another C-body. '17 1978 Ford F250 long bed, $1,000, Dayton, Ohio. And last up today, a black 1978 Ford F250 that's been in the same family since new. It's got heavy rust, and the seller says it's probably too far gone to save, but the bones might still be useful for parts or someone ambitious enough to tackle a major rebuild. No price games, $1,000 even. A classic square body truck with some sentimental value attached. That's it for this batch of forgotten classics, like some rough, some real tempting. If one of these caught your eye, let us know in the comments, and if you're digging through the rust to find gold, hit that subscribe button. We'll be back with more soon, right here on Kingna.